All right, peace, peace, peace. What up? First and foremost, hopefully the Most High in your house shall blessing you brothers and sisters your day. Um, Make sure but I'm just sure. Anyway, brothers and sisters, today by His mercies we are consumed. We're alive in the Most High in your house as body, spiritually, man, and we're naturally alive, man. So I want to get into something, man, because I'm going to get into a few things, man, because it's crazy, man. It's all because that's why I love, it's good, man. Like how the Most High in your house shall always brings things like the full circle and to remembrance, or like things that you were meditating on. It could have been yesterday or the past week or a few weeks ago or a month or so ago, and and it just brought back up again because I wanted to go into this, man, because I actually had this like almost a month ago, man, because shout out to brother sent me firstborn because I was on the video last night, man, and he mentioned, man, listen, and this is important too, man, listen, because you know what it is too, we like honestly, especially in the word, man. Listen, actually today's the 15th. Actually, no. Let's get to second Ezra 15th. Ironically, no, that's crazy. We gotta start doing this, man, and not worrying about people that don't believe, man. Focus on the people that do want to listen, man. Just we talk about in the wrong focus videos, man, because you know focus on people that do one, even in life in general. This on a natural tip. Focus on the people that do want to do love you and do care about you, do have your best interest, rather than people that don't that doesn't. I should say. I'm sorry, that doesn't have your best interest or doesn't like you, man. Focus on people that do love you, even though it doesn't matter how many people it is. Focus on them rather than the ones that don't, man. Don't try to be doing all that stuff, worry about, because Kevin Hart said it best. We said this, talked about this before. He said, "Listen, man, if I had haters, man, I don't even want to know, man, because why do I want to know or care about people that obviously are adverse to me, man? I'm gonna focus on people that do find me funny, that do support me, that do love me. So yeah, same here, man. Focus on people that do love you, do have your best interest, and also too how you can better their lives as well, man. How can I add value proposition and add value more importantly to their lives as well as you could benefit from them, but they benefiting from you as well, man. Just adding value to their life, loving, caring about them, like love without dissimulation, actually care about them, man. So yeah, man, I just wanted to go into that, man, a little bit too, because it's all gonna tie in. Because so let's get to 2 Ezra 15 verse 4. It says, "For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness." So yeah, if we read up above, man, it just goes into people that just don't believe, and that's fine. That's that Romans 3:3. There's people that don't believe, doesn't make not the word not true. No, so like Paul said, but yeah, man, it's just that aspect of it because there's a real reason, a bunch of reasons why. I just talk about this more. Why people don't believe. We said it. We talk about all the time. One, lack of love, and and betrayal from people that are supposed to love them. Whether it's their actual blood family, immediate family, or just loved ones as well. They might not have a family. They might have been orphans, or might have different situations. Might have been raised by people in the neighborhood, or foster parents, or whatever, and or their actual parents, they weren't loved by them, and also betrayed by them, or and also those are two reasons. And three, hold on, yeah, my bad, my bad. Three, it's the fact that sometimes people just want to do what they want to do. They want to do their own will, follow their own lust. It's wicked as hell. They don't they want to do what they want to do. They don't the fact that that's why it's easier, like the brother Semi first one said, they're easier to them to worship other gods, or to follow other philosophies and doctrines, or just worship themselves as God, or just do their own will. Because a lot of times people don't like a standard, in this word, it's a two-edged sword. It cuts you, man. It tells you that, okay, your behavior isn't acceptable. So a lot of times people don't like that, man. So similar to a woman doesn't um she's not going to get with it. This a lot of times women they talk even in the quote unquote manosphere on the internet talk a lot of times too. It's just all like Jeremiah 6:2 as well, because I'm not talking about the woman, not just talking about the natural woman, but even in this aspect, a lot of times too, a woman say, "Oh, I want a traditional, I want the traditional man," or these men out here, or this and that now. But also too, it's still they got realized with all the stuff that they adhere to, and belief system that they push and promote, it's the monster that they created. Now they're complaining about the men that they created, but also too, they say that, but then when they get running across the actual man that they want, actual serious, actual man that's not tolerating none of that stuff, actual demand they actually want, they don't want to do that, man, because they know that he's not going to tolerate that, or it's not just going to be about them and what they want. You're going to have to add value to that man's life, add on to what he's already building, what he has going on, and it's not going to be about them. Same thing with the Most High House shot with the Lord, man. So it's just like that, man. But that's just that's just is what it is. That's another reason why people don't believe, or just sometimes there's a lot of reasons, or sometimes people just don't believe. But my point is being, like the brother said, or somebody first one said last night, man. Listen, if people don't believe, man, if the word ain't going to win them over, then shoot. Let's get this in Ezekiel 3 real quick, man, because yeah, man. Like how I said, shake the dust on your feet and keep moving, man. It's all good. Because listen, there's the Most High house shot, they don't peg, like the brother sent me first one said, he doesn't chase, he attracts people, it attracts, because, there's certain men that are out here that are like that. They don't chase, they just attract, your house, the Most High house shot, they attract, because, because yeah, man, just like when your house shot stepped to the disciples, man, he said, follow me, and they just immediately, follow him. Because they already knew from what type of time he was on, man. From even his countenance, his whole aura. Like, okay, I'm gonna just rock with him. I'm gonna follow him. He ain't trying to force people at all. That's a misconception. We kind of talked about this in the past, but most of the house doesn't force anybody to do whatever they want to do. He doesn't force anybody to do anything they don't want to do. Actually, you know what? Since it's the 15th, it's a Sirach. Let's get this in Sirach 15. You know what? We just looked at this the other day when he says, if thou be willing. Let's grab it. Let's detour real quick. Then we're going to go back. Yeah, because yeah. Yeah, exactly. Ecclesiastes also on Sirach chapter 15, verse 15. It says, if thou wilt to keep the commandments and perform acceptable faithfulness. So yeah, it's in the good news it says, listen, if you want to, you can keep my commandments, follow me, keep my commandments, keep my instruction, and believe in me. But if you don't, that's on you. That's fine. All right, cool. It is what it is. He doesn't I think a lot of times too, kind of going to what we're saying, a lot of times, even me, when I came, my first couple years in the word, kind of try to keep going back and forth with people about the word. Not for a debate and contention, but then I had to realize, and like the brother Samuel first one said, we got to realize, got to come to a stopping point of reflection. Okay, now I'm just making it about me. I'm just trying to, am I really trying to, win them over? Well, part of it's a balancing, because coming from the aspect like the brother was talking about last night, you want people okay, why can't they accept this? This is life right here. You don't see the value in this, but a lot of people just don't. Like Jeremiah 8:3, my people will just will choose death. Not just the second death, or just the judgment, or the natural death as well. But also just spiritually just be dead. That's just is what it is, and hey, that's just fine. But also too, that's where that comes from. But also too, then it comes with another thing on another aspect of it. It's okay, now I'm making this about me. I'm making about okay, I want to prove how much I know, or I just want to win this person to and this is not about the Most High house shot anymore. It's about my will. So just gotta let people slide, because listen, it's all that going back and forth and condemning is what it is, but that's neither here nor there. But let's grab this too, because it's all leading up to something. Ezekiel chapter 3 verse 3 and verse 6. Not to many people, not to many people of a strange speech, or of a hard language, who words thou canst understand. Surely I have said thee to them, they would have hearkened unto. No, that's not it. Where's that at? What's that? Yeah, I think that's what's that? Yeah, where's that? They will have hearkened unto. That's not it. Where's that when he says, listen, they're not gonna listen to okay. I want that what they're not gonna. I think that might have been what I wanted. Yeah, okay, it's the verse. It's next verse. I'm sorry. Oh yeah, but Ezekiel 3 and verse 7 it says, "But the house of Israel will not hearken unto thee, but for they will not hearken unto me. For all the house of Israel are impudent and hard headed." Yeah, stiff necked, hard headed, disobedient. So yeah, he said, "Most High your house." I said, "Listen." Listen, they not gonna listen. They not listening to me, so they're not gonna listen to you. So, like, listen, the word don't win them over. It's all good, man. And that's, I think I had something down. I wanted to talk about that too, because a lot of times too, like, especially for brothers and sister people in the word, like, a lot of times we what's the notion a lot of times too is that, like, like with praise music, a lot of times, like, they what was said, what was brought to me, I'm not talking about anybody in particular, but a lot of people think that, like, has a viewpoint of like, certain praise music, or even if we rap about the Most High in your house, even if we make a good song, that'll win them over to the word. And that's not the case. And that, nowhere in the, like, the word that says that, man. No, I'm not coming at those people for that, but it's just not, like, because, like, honestly, they might, well, honestly, mostly, and like the book says, man, most of, like, a sinner doesn't want to hear about, like, the praise of the Most High in your house, like, a scorner or scoffer doesn't really want to hear that. Where's that at? And yeah, praise is not in the mouth of a sinner, so that's just here and there. So they're not gonna want to hear that. Or another thing too, they could like the song, but that's not gonna win them to the word. So, like, because that's a lot of notion. Listen, the word doesn't win them, nothing will, man. So, because a lot of times too, like, a lot, and also too, man, that's why that Sirach 3 comes into play. Because I have many times I've been actually out and about talking. I'm pretty sure our brothers, been out and about talking to people, brothers and sisters, about talking to people about the word. And, like, people always say, people has asked me this, and I've seen other people ask other brothers this as well. Like, okay, put the book aside. What do you think? It's like, listen, it doesn't matter what I think about what the Most High house. I said what the thus saith the Lord, what the word says. So. That's neither here nor there, man. But let's get to Ezekiel 3 and verse 7 again. It says, "But the house of Israel will not hearken unto thee, for they will not hearken unto me, for that all the house of Israel are impudent and hard-headed." So, yeah, man. So that's just is what it is. But yeah, but this also goes into, like, the brother is talking about, like, David last night, man, how, like, David, how he had the Holy Spirit, and just talking about the Holy Spirit last night, man, how, like, that's, like, and I kind of wanted to go into this, man, because I had a few things actually on, that I want to talk about David this week, Lord willing, or, because I was thinking about another brother said something about David earlier this week that I wanted to go into probably, but later at a later time, Lord willing. But yeah, man. But this all goes into, because, like, this all goes into, like, we were just talking about, like, listen, they not listening to the Most High house of the word. They ain't going to listen. So it don't matter what you saying, because, listen, just like your house I said, listen, it's not you they hate, it's them they hate. The Most High house they hate, man. Now sometimes too the reviews hate you. That's just the icing on the cake. But it's really the words of the Lord that they don't like. That's what actually I was talking about with my brother that was over here, man. But we gonna get an aspect of this, how the Most High house how this lines up with the gospel, and, like, how, like, this like, how this lines up with the gospel and the testimony, man. Lord, no, let's get this in John again, man. So we're going to go into this again, man. We're gonna go into this again. We're gonna just get John chapter 15 real quick, man. John chapter 15 verse 18. It says if the world hate you, ye know it hated me before it hated you. Exactly. So let's get this again. If the world, John chapter 15 verse 18, it says, "If the world hate you, ye know that it hated me before it hated you." So yeah, so let's get this aspect of this in the Old Testament, man, because this is Yahushua. This is the son of David. So let's go with this in David, man. We're gonna see an aspect of this, man. And this also goes into this testament of who David was, man. How the brotherly love and how he had. But you know what? Let's just go into this aspect, because, like, he's gonna go into this, man, because the world hated you. Let's get this first Samuel chapter 22 and verse 23. Let's get this too, because this is after, like, David was was getting persecuted by Saul. I think this is after the Saul Doeg the Edom, Doeg the Edomite. He killed all the priests, man, by the command of Saul. Like, and that's why too this line up with the well, gonna line up a prophecy, man. Like, the son of perdition. Like, no, maybe I'm kind of jumping the gun with that. So I ain't gonna go deep into that because I'm kind of jumping the gun with that. But it says First Samuel chapter which comes 22 in verse 1 Samuel chapter 22 verse 22. It says, and David said to Abiathar unto it that day when Doeg the Edomite was there, that he would surely tell Saul, I have occasion to death all the persons of thy father's house. Verse 23, because Abiathar was a priest that survived. But it says, abide thou with me, and fear not, for he that seeketh my life seeketh thy life, but with me that thou should be in safeguard. So see, notice how David, because it's all going to tie up to the gospel, man, to the testimony. Because notice how David, right, is being persecuted, right, by Saul, and the Saul's the I always say this too. That 2 Samuel 3:1 is prophetic. The house of Saul was the Pharisees. The house of David is Yahushua. Followers of Hamashiach. That's just is what it is. That's what prophetic. But this is him kind of being persecuted. Also too, let's go to Matthew real quick, man. But notice how Abiathar, the priest, man, is going to be persecuted because it's the same thing as the world hated me before it hated you. He's saying to Abiathar, listen, they're going to be after you because they're after me. Saying the same thing, man. Even the son of David saying the same thing, man. So let's get this Matthew 10:8-18 right now, man. But I'm jumping the gun with that real quick. But Matthew chapter 10 verse 18, it says, and ye shall be brought before governors and kings for my sake, for a testimony against them and the Gentiles. But when they deliver you up, take no thought what ye shall speak, for it shall be given to you that same hour what ye shall speak. Yeah, because the Spirit is going to speak for you. Most High outside of the words, just like He did. It's the same recurring thing again. What He did for Moses and Aaron when we was in Egypt. He said, "Let my people go." He's going to do the same thing. That's what He's saying too. But also too, as well as speaking of persecution, that's the same thing. Even amongst believers, that's that John 16 and John 16, going to be ones in the house as well, man. So that's just is what it is. The ones believers, that's John 16. Also the world, just natural people, other nations, kings, all that stuff, man. But there, let's look at this 1 Samuel chapter 22 and verse 23. Abide thou with me, and fear not, for thou seeketh my life, seeketh thy life, but with me thou shalt be in safeguard. So see, let's go to now I can say now, because what was Abiathar, right? A priest, right? Let's go 1 Peter 2:9 real quick, man. Because Abiathar was a priest. But now under Mashiach, it's the same type of deal with those. Under Yahushua, it's the same type of deal. It's the same. It's the same. That's why the scripture is so beautiful, man. It's the same recurring thing. It says, 1 Peter chapter 1 verse. 1 Peter chapter 2 verse 9. But ye are a chosen generation, a royal priesthood, a holy nation, a peculiar people, that ye should shew forth praise to Him who hath called you out of darkness into His marvelous light. So see, yeah, the same thing here. Because now, it's just not just a Levitical priest. The Most High, Yahushua, listen, said, kingdom. A nation of priests and things of that nature. A nation of a royal priesthood and things of that nature. So notice how this, even those that that follow after Yahushua, man, going that from that persecution, man, is going to suffer the same thing. They're persecuting you not just because of you, because they hate the Most High Yahushua. Because we talk about this a lot of times with the whole Maccabees thing. Yeah, will that happen again? Because just we seen it with the whole Kyrie and the Kanye West thing. Yeah, will that be aspects of that? But no, mostly, man, they're really going to be persecuting you for the gospel's sake, man. Persecuting those, for the gospel's sake, for the Most High Yahushua's sake, man. Because honestly, it's gonna get like that, man. Me a few months ago talking to that Muslim guy, like in that restaurant that I was at, man, he was really going to like focus on how Christ wasn't the Son of the Most High, right? He wasn't the prophet. And that's gonna be like that. Yeah, will be aspects of that, of course, like it's not lawful for being called a Jew, and they'll be persecutors, like pursuant to like who we are according to Scripture. Yeah, I mean there'll be aspects of that, but really it's the gospel, man. Because with the gospel, they know that their kingdom will fall, because they know Yahushua is coming to take their power away from them. Yeah, and that's is what it is, man. But also too, and the fact that their deeds are being reproved. That's just is what the world's deeds are being reproved, things of that nature. But so yeah, man, that's just is what. And also too, man, how that's it's about like I said this. We said this talking about in this past summer, man, when Bronny got drafted to the Lakers, man. The reason people didn't like Bronny, man, it's not that nothing like Bronny did, because they don't like his father, they don't like LeBron. So that's the same thing that Psalms 83. Like it's like they hate the father, so they're gonna take it out on the son. So like it's like spiritually they hate the father, so they're gonna take it out on the son and on his children, man. So that's is what it is. That's that Romans 9 though. It's not nothing that we did. It was just that his will. They just don't like him. It's the Most High House's enemies, and via proxy, these are our enemies as well. So yeah, man. But notice how it says, listen, abide thou with me, fear not, for he, this is 1 Samuel 22 and 23, abide thou with me, for he that seeketh my life seeketh thy life, but with me thou shalt be in safeguard. Yeah, man. So, and that's just is what it is too, man. So like, and Abathar was a priest, but now notice how like, even Exodus, it says that like, same thing, about being a nation of priests and things in nature. But under Yahushua, man, it's going to be the same thing. Those that follow him are going to get persecuted, just like David was persecuted. Yahushua's being persecuted for Yahushua's name, Most High Yahushua's name's sake. So, but yeah, let me get to 1 John chapter real quick. Let's go to 1 John real quick, since we're talking about abode with him, and you'll be safe. Just to line up with that, 1 John chapter 2 verse 24, it says, and let that therefore abode in you, which ye have heard from the beginning. Yep. Then it say, let's read this again. Let that therefore abode in you, which ye have heard from the beginning. If that which ye have heard from the beginning, shall remain in you, and ye shall continue in the Son and in the Father. So yeah. As we get to 1 John chapter 2, verse 24 again, it says, let me read it right. Let that therefore abode in you, which ye have heard from the beginning. If that which ye have heard from the beginning shall remain in you, ye shall continue in the Son and in the Father. So yeah, let's get this 1 Samuel 22 and 23 again. It says, abode thou with me, fear not. For he that seeketh my life seeketh thy life, but with me thou shalt be in safeguard. Same thing, saying the same thing, like within this 1 John 2 and 24, man. As long as Most High Yahushua is like keeping the faith of the Most High Yahushua, his instruction, you Zebulon dwell within you, they dwell within you, man. You're gonna be all right, man. Like yeah, you're gonna go those trials and tribulations, Lord willing, that time comes. Because listen, man, that's why taking things day by day. But if you live during that time, man, that's just what it is, man. So it provides a feeling of peace, that Exodus 14:14, man. Hold your peace and let the Most High Yahushua fight for you, man. Just move in wisdom, honestly, just cast your care upon them during that time, man, because that's Sirach 2 and 10, or Deuteronomy 31, like he said, listen, whomever trusted me and who I ever forsaken, man. So that's is what it is, man. But I just want to go into how that in the gospel, how it's so important, man, how the and how Most High Yahushua comes in the bottom of the book, man, because the gospel, new covenant, man, because just like David, the priest, the man that followed David, there's gonna be after him, because they went after David. Same thing with Yahushua. That's why he said what he said in Matthew 10 and all throughout. Even his 12, he gave the 12 and also the apostles warning. And he gave his 12 the warning as well. That's why he told him, listen, get you a sword and things of that nature, because sell your garment or they gonna be after you, man, when I'm gone. So and many of them were killed or martyred. And only pretty much. The crazy thing is only what I find interesting, John, his most beloved disciple, is the only one that really went to prison, but he got the way he didn't really, he died naturally, I believe, but I could be wrong. I'm trying to remember, but Yeah, man. Hopefully this is edifying, man. So for y'all brothers and sisters, man. So yeah, man. So peace.